and welcome to this very, very special edition of Show Us Your Kits. This is Show Us Your Kits Extra because we're doing this on a Saturday morning because yesterday afternoon the Titanic finally landed in Newcastle. Trumpeter kit TR03719 1200 RMS Titanic in injection moulding, and wow, what a kit. This kit is amazing. Size, detail, absolutely fantastic. If anything, is it big? It's huge. It's bigger than Chauncey's ego. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Without any more mucking about, let's jump straight into this kit and let's have a look what you get for your $679. So, this is the box art. Like I said, it's big, it's bold, it's brassy. We've waited for 18 months, 2 years for this kit since it was first finalised. We saw photos of it last year at Nuremberg, and the photos that came out from Trumpeter showed the side profile and the stern of the ship, and it was really, really bang on. But then from a third party, photos started to circulate, and it was fairly obvious that the bow of what was a pre-World War I passenger liner actually looked like a 1940s cruiser. So straight away, Trumpeter had to pull the kit. They've now spent that time, the last 12 months, refining the kit. They've recast their moulds. They've spoken to a lot of experts on the Titanic and tried to make sure that everything on this kit is as accurate as possible. And actually up here on the box art, we actually see a vote of thanks to the people who helped Trumpeter get this ship kit completed and out. Now, in the 45 years I've been making models, I've never ever seen that happen before. So, on the box, what do we got? Colour scheme of the ship. Decals. We have 7 sheets of photo etch. We have a history of the ship, laid down in 1909 in March, sailed in the April of 1912. Allegedly it was unsinkable. Yeah, well, we know that didn't exactly work, how they planned it. And then here on the other side of the box, we've got photos of the ship kit built, but with the LED system up and operational. So, once the box is open, we have got 6 beautifully packaged boxes, okay? Sturdy boxes. When we open the boxes up, we find attention to detail, parts wrapped individually. There's the use of foam to protect parts. Everything has been really lifted a step by the people at Trumpeter. So we'll jump into box A. There it is, box A. Here's one we prepared earlier. And what we see here straight away is the attention to detail by wrapping parts in foam. Now this protects the surface detail, so parts can't rub against each other in transit, and it makes sure that the kit that you're getting is in every way as good a kit as can be landed at your doorstep. As I said, this stock arrived on Friday, yesterday, here at Hobbies Australia, and our warehouse team actually worked into the evening last night, and stocks of Trumpeter Titanic will be arriving in stores on Monday. You know, fine castings, obviously flash free, being a brand new moulding, attention to detail, fine renderings. This is really, really good. Some of the sides of the ship, the windows in the photo etch, we have window frames, window arches, all the various bits and pieces. There we've got part of the bridge. Just really, really nice. Well packaged, well presented. The traditional grey styrene that we know from Trumpeter, and looks the goods. Now box B deals with things such as the rudder. We've got the propellers, nicely rendered in plastic. Very large rudder. Anchors, again, more of the cabins. This is the stand. Obviously this cutout will be part of the light system. And again, you know, the attention to detail. We've got parts here wrapped in foam to protect them. Again, we don't want any parts getting damaged in transit. You know, Trumpeter should be congratulated for the efforts that they've made with this kit. There's the stands. This is going to be a very large kit. This is going to be a kit that is going to take you some time to really work on. Very much a kit where you're going to have to measure twice and cut once. When we start talking about the light system, you'll understand why I say that. Box C, we have the ship's funnels. We have decks, again, wrapped in plastic or in foam. Part of the upper deck. What I find really impressive with this kit is the attention to detail. How clean and clear the windows are, the attention to detail on the doors, the light, the bunker lights that are on the sides of the doors. Really nicely done and very much attention to detail. You can obviously see that whoever was guiding Trumpeter on this kit, the design, the development and then the production, were people with a vested interest in this ship. Very, very professionally done. It's really got that wow factor. Box D is the decks. Now, we're normally used to seeing in this scale of ship warships, okay, so we've got one main deck. So for aftermarket, we have to put down one timber deck, that's it, job done. However, with a passenger liner, totally different. You've got the main deck, you've got the boat deck, you've got the promenade deck. So when it comes time to fit aftermarket timber deckings to this kit, you're really going to have to take your time. You're really going to have to plan your build. And again, this is one of the reasons why I constantly keep banging on about measure twice and cut once. So while we're talking about the wood decks, Trumpeter include in the boxing an offer for an upgrade set. Now here at Hobbies Australia, we've not heard anything on this as yet. Nuremberg Toy Fair has just finished. Chinese New Year has just completed and we're all very aware of what's happening in China. So at this point in time, we're not able to provide you any information on when this set will actually be available. It's obviously a collaboration between Trumpeter and Pontus from South Korea. So Pontus being involved, we know the product is going to be of very high quality. We've got 8 pieces of timber decking. We've got an additional 13 pieces of photo etch. We've got 200 plus metal parts, so that will be things like bollards, winches, propellers, that sort of thing. So this would really lift the presentation of your Titanic. That's not to say that's not already a great kit out of the box, but again, the attention to detail that some modelers crave will soon be available. Just take this foam off, and again we can see the detail that's on here. We've got the plank decking in place. We've got stairs here down for the grand ballroom, and I think the other stairwell led to the dining rooms, and that's replicated on all the various deck sections. Very nicely done, really impressive. I guess it would be also appropriate now to talk about what are you going to do when you build this kit. This thing in length is about just under 1.35 metres long, 135 centimetres in length. What are you going to do with it when you finish it? Hobbies Australia, we offer now also a full range of showcases that ships this size will fit into. Okay, so you don't have to worry about building your model, then putting it on the TV cabinet and wondering if Fluffy the cat's going to jump up there one day and knock it over, or if your partner's going to take to it with a feather duster and that's going to end up in tears and a screaming match and this, that, the other. So really consider your options and consider showcases. The last box in the packet, or the last packet in the box, is the LED light system. Okay, now the instructions for the LED installation are probably twice as thick as most model kits instruction booklets. This one runs out to 16 pages. So what I've got, 6 meters of LED stripping. I've got an on-off switch. with a USB port. This all runs down through the hull, which we'll have a look at shortly. There's a pre-moulded hole in the base of the hull for the cables to run through, and then it goes down into the base through that cutout that I showed to you earlier. We've got all various wirings. We've got green and red LEDs for the port and starboard wings of the bridge. We've got yellow LEDs for the ballroom area and the cabin areas. All the applicable wiring and resistors. And again, this is measure twice, cut once. This is very much the focal point of the kit, and you really want to make sure that you get it right. Okay, let's have a look at, I guess, the most important part. And here it is. The hull. One piece, slide moulded. I'm 6'2". What's that? 187 centimeters, and that's where it comes to on me. Okay. So as you can see, this is a very, very, very big kit. We'll get some photos of the sprues and some close-ups of the hull up on the video as well, but you'll see things like the pre-moulded hole that I spoke about for the lighting system. We've got bracing inside here for the decks. You know, by all means, we can drill out portholes. We can go to town on this. Titanic, when it went down, one of the first runs, so it wasn't a ship that was heavily weathered. So, you know, the paint job on this should be fairly pristine, although I'm sure there'll be some people out there in the modelling community who will want to model Titanic as she was when she was found in 1985. Decals, very simple set, but all that you really need for the ship. Various flags, nameplates, etc. Well done. They appear to be well printed in register. Shouldn't be any dramas. The kit supplied photo etch. Again, we'll get some close-ups of that for you to have a look at, but we've got window arches, we've got stairwells, we've got ladders, benches, of course we've got railings for the ship, nice little piece of chain for the anchors, very much a focal point on the ship at the front. We've got the various platform supports, and again, more railing. The instruction booklet for Titanic runs out at 52 pages. It's not too busy, it's straightforward. Obviously somebody who invests in this kit is going to be doing a lot of their own research. The one thing that I did find surprising was that there's no rigging diagram provided. So that's something that you'll need to investigate yourself and work out what it is that you would like to do. Trumpeter also put in an A4 page, double-sided colour, a blurb on Titanic, and also some of their recent releases. And of course we get the A5 colour sheet, looking from port and starboard sides, and also a bird's eye view. Paint colours are called out in the more popular colours. So we've got Mr. Hobby, Vallejo, Model Master, Tamiya, and Humbrol. So look, the kit's big, yeah. Is it overwhelming? It's certainly not a kit for a beginner, but I think with a measured approach and sitting down, checking your reference materials, having a cup of coffee while you read the instructions, put them away, check some more reference materials, read the instructions again, I think that you would be able to build this into a very complete, very accurate model, pretty much straight out of the box as is. Obviously there's going to be people who want to go out there in super detail, and that's fine. Go your hardest. But what's presented in the box is really, really spot on. Can it be improved? Of course. Any model can be improved. I'm yet to see a model that is perfect, and I don't think we ever will. There'll be always something that the individual would like to add or modify, whatever the case may be. But here at Hobbies Australia, we've now got the Titanic in 1/200 scale from Trumpeter. Thank you very much for your patience. It's been a long time coming, but we've finally got it here. As I said, stock was dispatched from our warehouse yesterday, Friday afternoon, and should be arriving in retail stores and online retailers on Monday. Also at Hobbies Australia, with the Titanic, we've also got a number of kits from the Academy range. So if 1-200 is a little bit daunting for you, you can look at something from our 1-1000, our 1-700, our 1-400 scale to cut your teeth. But again, Titanic, if you're coming to see us at the Melbourne Toy Fair from the 1st until the 4th of March, we'll have one of these down here. Pressure's on me to try and get one built before then. Don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, so that's what's happening right this minute at Hobbies Australia. We've got lots of new stock coming in next week. We've got Edward coming, Deluxe Materials, Vallejo, a whole range of stock, HPI for the RC enthusiast. So what we'd like to do is get some feedback from you. So underneath in the comments, if you like what we're doing, like, dislike, tell us what's going, what we can do better. And of course, please use the subscribe button. But yeah, anyway, until next time we ask you to show us your kits, have a great day.